What's up, fellow RVers? Hey, this is our latest project. It is a Palomino pop-up camper. I really don't know the year or anything. It's actually a friend of ours, and they are having an issue with the roof. It's looking like it's a little concaved, and they say they've had a few leaks in it. So what we're going to do is fix the roof and then possibly spruce up the inside a little bit. With that said, let's get started. Alright, so here is inside of the Palomino pop-up. And if you can see, it definitely has got some roof issues going on. First step into getting this roof repaired, I am going to take off the air conditioning unit. The roof looks like it needs to be probably completely rebuilt. I was kind of hoping it was just needing to be new panels, but it looks like everything's rotted. So I'm gonna have to take the roof off. To do that, I am gonna take down this flower or whatever this is called, molding. Gotta take this door off, then detach the canvas from the roof and see what we got from there. That's what I'm gonna do. I think the easiest way to fix this roof is to actually just take it off and work on it from the ground. Thought I was going to be able to just peel these off and put up new panels, but not happening. So I'm going to cut these wires and then take off the 4 nuts that are holding the roof on. We'll take it off and then go from there. here a bit. In the middle. Put it over here.
Rotted? Yep.
Yup. I like how they put the cotton ball right in there. The old cotton ball trick. Like, see, I don't. This is definitely a tedious process, but it really needs to be done. As I said, there's water in this styrofoam. So far I found the easiest thing to do is, I've got like this, I think this is for pulling up tile or something, and I just kind of run it along. Slide it under and pull up. Definitely a little harder where the water log is. Like here, there's definitely water in that. Again, you can see the water in the styrofoam. I believe that's because there's a hole right here. Okay, so I think this is about the only time I enjoy seeing rot on a camper. It's a lot easier where it's rotted. I have this almost all cleaned up for the most part. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to cut the panels that I'm going to be using for the ceiling so I can get started on painting those, and as those are drying then I'll finish cleaning this up. So here are the panels I'm going to be using for the ceiling, the roof. This is just 0.197 inch thin sheet of plywood, and it works really well for the ceilings. I suppose you could buy the actual RV panels that have this kind of plasticky stuff on it, but I believe they're like $60-something a sheet, whereas this is about 25, I believe, is what I paid. And what I will do is I'll just paint these white. All right, so I measured camper and it's 83 inches wide. I will cut them to size. So there's the first one in. As I said, I'm just going to cut them all and then I will show you how I paint them. To paint these, I'm going to use a wall texture spray first. I'm using Homax wall texture. It's the pro grade, of course. It's called orange peel. I just do it kind of lightly, but you can probably put whatever you want on there. So anyway, the first step, wall texture. All right, now the wall texture's done. I'm gonna let it sit for 35-40 minutes. Then I will start with the first coat of white semi-gloss paint on it. The texture paint is dried. Now I'm just gonna give a couple coats of ultra white semi-gloss. This is bare, but I know Valspar also makes the ultra white. Yeah, so watch this exciting part of the video. Now this paint is a paint and primer in one. If it wasn't, I'd probably put a primer coat on first. First coat is on. I probably wouldn't have to do a second coat, but I'm going to just to make sure I got everything good. So I'll wait a little bit and put a second coat on. I think this is one time I don't mind that the Lowe's wood has a bow in it, because I kind of want it to bow upward. I'm just going to mark this as how I want it to bow. I have all the stringers cut, so I'm going to attach these, and what I'm going to use is a wide crown nailer and the wide crown nails. That's what was used originally to attach them. If you didn't have one of these tools, you probably could use one of these, which is just a strong tie strap. It's a little thin piece of metal, and you can just drill screws. But since I have one of these, I'm not going to use this. And then also, I'm going to liquid nail it to the roof of the camper using fuse it all surface. I use this just because it's extreme temperature, 0 to 100 degrees or 140 degrees. But yeah, so let me get to nailing the stringers on. So I've got the wood stringers all in. Next I'm going to cut the styrofoam that I'm going to place the insulation that I'll place in between the stringers. And that's what I'm doing now. Styrofoam is cut. I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid nail on the back of it to keep it down, and then put the panels on. Okay, they're all liquid nailed down. Now I'm gonna put the panels on. I'm on to putting the ceiling panels. I'm gonna use a narrow crown stapler with 1/2 inch narrow crown staples, and Also use some liquid nail to bond it to the stringers. Okay, all the panels are down. Now I'll staple it down. If you notice, I haven't cut the hole for the air conditioning unit. I'll wait till afterward. I'll cut it once it's all in place. Now I'll put in the metal support braces. the hard part is done now. I'm gonna flip this up, cut out the air conditioning hole, and then reinstall this top. Alright, one of the last things I'm going to do before I reinstall this roof is I'm going to cut out this hole for the air conditioning. So shouldn't be too bad. Just gonna now I'll take my jigsaw and finish this up. There it is. Now, figure out how to get this back on and install it. That is the finished interior roof. I still have a few things to do in here. Put the lights on, put the air conditioning unit back in, but that will wait till I'm done with the other side of the roof. Now I've got to work on the exterior. That will be in part 2.